I was made for dancing. Oh, 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 all night long. Whoa. Giant garbage truck taking corner. Maximum speed. Oh, it's stinky. Ow. Well, welcome to Hump Day, I guess. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Live and Learn, the morning gratitude show here, coming to you first thing in the morning from Boston, Massachusetts, United States of America, North America, planet Earth, which is the third stone from the sun, located in the outer spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, inside of our local group of galaxies, inside of the Virgo cluster of galaxies, inside of the even grander structure called the Laniakea supercluster of galaxies, inside of the known universe, all of creation, which might possibly be just a single tile and the grand mosaic of an even larger structure, yet to be beheld, yet to be fathomed, yet to be plumbed or measured. Multiverse of all possibilities. That's right. Actually, it's a cloudy morning here, overcast and drizzly. I believe it's 73 degrees Fahrenheit, yet it's about 80% humid. I can barely see the rosy tips of dawn on the horizon. I can see the sky lightening up. The coming of day, the breaking of dawn. Good morning. Welcome to Live and Learn. It's about gratitude. It's the morning gratitude show. I start off my day with a gratitude list. This gratitude list has given me, it's given me so much that I have to give back and pay forward. And there's got to be people out there like me that got to hear this message, that got to hear this idea, that need to get traction on their own ick. I suffer from the chronic mopies, the chronic angries, and the chronic lonelies, and I have all my life. And this gratitude list has given me the most traction on those issues that I've had with myself. 4:49 a.m., 11 minutes before the big hour of 5 o'clock in the morning, 74 degrees Fahrenheit, 80+% humid. Let's get it done. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. That means happy hump day. Get humping, if you can. That's the plan. My name's Dan. No, it's Dan. To get a tan. In the can. I'm a fan. I'm silly, all right? What do you want? Okay, let me start off with my gratitude list. My gratitude list starts with what I call the Sully Foundation method, the patented Sully Foundation method, patent pending. And your system might be different. I don't know if there's a classic gratitude list system. I've never looked it up. Maybe I should. Maybe that's a good episode waiting to happen. Siri, how do I properly do a gratitude list? Kind of thing. Oh shit! Don't say that too loud because it might interrupt the video. But I start off mine. You see, when I got the idea from the gratitude list, it did not come with instructions. There was no model. I had to make it up on my own in a way. So I did. And it works for me. So I do the whole Karate Kid wax on, wax off thing about, repetitive motion to create a muscle memory. And this is indeed what I've achieved, and my intention was to create a spiritual, mental, and psychological muscle memory in order to be strong enough and conditioned enough to carry this off. It takes sticking to it. It takes daily practice. It's pretty easy to do. And just make a little time for it. Like now, this is what I do at this time of day. You know what I mean? You could be in your car. You could be like, doing something that, it doesn't take that long. It takes a couple of minutes. So I start off my gratitude list with what I call the foundation system. It started with 5, then it grew to 6, grew to 8, grew to 10. Now it's at 11. So now I don't keep a number on it. I don't hang a number on that jive anymore, man. I just go with the flow. So I am grateful for my family, for my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, a solid breakfast, the peace that comes from being a single man my age, my sobriety on whatever form that takes today, with its highs and its lows, its peaks and valleys, and definitely its wins and losses. It's my road, and I'm here for that, and it's my intention, and it's an imperfect, bumpy road, but it is my road. And I am very grateful to the United States military and its 250 years on the planet, protecting our borders, our culture, our way of life, helping, the force of freedom, liberate Europe about 80 years ago, anyone? For all the active service people, for all the veterans, and especially those who made the ultimate sacrifice and never came home. Thank you. And I'm very grateful for as a lifelong civilian who enjoys these freedoms. I'm grateful for you all. Thank you. And that's just the beginning of the list. I roll out of bed. I've memorized this. I've internalized this. I've made it part of my fiber and part of my being. So as soon as I roll out of bed at 3:47 a.m. on any given weekday, I'm already grateful for 11 things, and I just keep adding to that list all day long. I started doing this list with a pen and a piece of paper. I let them accumulate. I would fill up one side of the page completely. I would turn the page and fill up the other side of the page, and then flip over the big yellow legal pad and just do it all over again. So after a couple of months, they accumulated, and I had several pages. And then one day, I was at my lowest. I was having a really bad sideways day. I was really feeling it. And I had the idea, why don't you look at your old gratitude lists? Maybe there's a message there for you or something. And I did. And what I found was I was able to count my blessings, like the old granny wisdom, the cliche, count your blessings. Whoa. No, seriously, that's old school granny advice, and it still applies today because that's exactly what I did. I was like, you had 15 things to be grateful for yesterday. You had 14 the day before. You had 16 this day last week. Things are not as bad as your self-talk is trying to convince you that they are. That was my first taste of perspective. The perspective you get from a gratitude list. Here comes the bus. Bus, 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 bus. Bus, 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 bus. And through that perspective, I was able to find a better purpose. I could see a better purpose. And through that purpose, let's get the bus. Bus, bus, bus. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Awesome, thank you. And with that perspective, through that purpose, I found a modicum of peace, something that I've sought all my life, and something that was available to me all my life. I just had to be mature enough to tune into it. You're like an old-fashioned radio set, and you just need to tune into the right frequency for the right station, for the right music, because everything else is solid state static. and also music and information you don't necessarily want to be subjecting yourself to. That's it. That's a metaphor. It's very allegorical because it went on and on. Because metaphors are usually a sentence long. An allegory is a complete prose narrative thought thing. You know, if you're looking for like the difference between the two. Oh, happy July! It's the second day of July, 2025. Good morning. Good morning. Now we have 2 bus regulars, and then we all go to this train station. Our wolf pack is growing. The lone wolves. The lone wolves. What are you going on about, Solomon? I'm just being silly. You know me. It's Wednesday, hump day. New comic book day. So right after work, I'll be going right to my local comic book shop and picking up my new releases. It's part of my culture. It's a big part of what we do here in this station or this show. Also on Saturdays, I'm on a weekly comic book panel show talking to different comic book people, fans, creators, aficionados. Thank you so much. Drive safe. All right. Bus. Thank you, bus. I salute thee. Was Baby Bunny out? Where's the Baby Bunny? Hopefully the Baby Bunny didn't get snatched up by a huge falcon with an impressive wingspan and razor-sharp talons, bombardiering from up high, swooping down to light on their prey. Ever see a falcon or we had red-tailed hawks up in my old neighborhood where I lived across the River Charles in Cambridge. I lived there. Dawn is breaking. Behold. Look at that Bob Ross kind of sky. That's wonderful. You know, to see the early rising dawn and see the sky changing color like that, I'm grateful and blessed for that. I'm grateful and blessed that I'm a morning person. I've always been a morning person. I'm one of those people like, damn, you got too much energy for this for this time of day. And I'm like, no, I got the right kind of energy for this time of day because I apply it in the correct manner, you know. There's our train platform that we'll be standing at very shortly. See, this is perspective. Ooh, I gotcha. You're welcome. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, you are a leader. John Quincy Adams, who's our 5th president, I believe. 4th president, 5th president. Right. Thank you.
Do you like the Three Stooges?
I love the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Remember when Curly said, if you first do not succeed, keep on sucking until you do succeed?
Something like that.
That's Dwight Curly.
Oh, my sandwich is giving me an attitude. I'm going to have to beat it into submission. Yeah.
But when TBCFG, I like food. I'm suffering from TB. 2 bellies.
Very good. Alrighty. No bandits. It's 5:01 a.m. first thing in the morning. Coffee, Charlie card, tea pass. Let's do it. Go. Make sure no bandits are behind me. like yesterday. Here she comes now. Oh, good morning. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Lands where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside let freedom ring. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming? And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. All right, let us get it on. Let's do it. Our train should arrive in about 12 minutes. Holy shit, yesterday on the way in, we got held up in the tunnel because of a disabled train in front of us. We were the first train of the day. Now, it could have been the Ashmont train, who was one of those brand new train cars that are having difficulties adapting to this old system. And, or maybe even a service car from the night before. But whatever it was, I didn't punch into work until 6:45. We were held up for almost an hour. Well, I'm usually stepping out of the station at 5:48 a.m. And so that was like, wow. And I didn't stress out. I didn't have a panic attack. It wasn't like overcrowded. Thank God, like there weren't any just ignorant people just doing their smartphones without headphones. You know, it's just grown men with motorized scooters, and and very few of them know how to fold them up. No, you're gonna put a tripping hazard in everyone's way because you're just lazy and entitled and ignorant. I mean, but that's, there must be like so many like modern things that drivers in traffic have to worry about. Like, geez. Imagine like, oh, I'm sorry I hit you with my car. I was texting my boyfriend, and as a pedestrian, I see so many distracted drivers texting on their phones while they're driving, and it's like, oh, geez. So I'm like extra careful these days. But I'm grateful and blessed that, maybe there are angels watching out for us. Maybe. I don't know. I have no proof. But I have no disproof either. It's a nice thought all the same. Ah, boy. It's Wednesday morning. Have a long weekend. We have Friday off because it's July the 4th. And and we don't have to work on Sunday. We found out. So yeah, I get a 3-day weekend. So I was already thinking about pre-recording my Sunday show about comic books. And I'm like, I don't have to anymore. I can just do my live stream as per usual. That would be cool. That would be cool. Now the countdown says 17 minutes. Maybe I should believe them today. The first train of the day leaves the terminal station, the terminus, at I think 5:14, 5:15 a.m. You know. And on Sundays it's at 6.
Train departs at 6:05.
I don't hear the baby pigeons today. Maybe they're all sleeping. Boy. Yeah. And welcome to your morning. Welcome to your day. Welcome to gratitude. And how to start off your day with gratitude. It sets the tone for my day. It's really helped me with the churn of overthinking.
C station personnel during the closure for assistance.
What? See, I was talking to you and I wasn't paying attention to the important messages. I'll look it up about the, at least there's one good thing between the Twitter and the website. They do the T, the MBTA, the T. They post ample information, especially planned service interruptions and diversions, shuttle services, options. And they've gotten pretty good about rapid responses to emergencies and disruptions that are unscheduled. So now you'll find out pretty darn quick PDQ, like, oh gosh, the red line's at it again. The red line's been at it like all week too. And that gives me some kind of anxiety because it's like, you can only be late so many times at work before, it becomes actionable with progressive warnings. There is some leeway, and it usually works very well, but I don't have a backup plan. I live too far away, and that's like, hopefully I would be able to negotiate a better end time to be like, hey, is there any way we can work around this? Can I, change my hours to 7 to 3:30 instead? That would really help. Maybe, just maybe. But we're not there yet. So yesterday was not the most, it wasn't typical. And it kind of helped too that my work partner, my co-chef, who takes the same route. It's funny because it's like I don't bother him on the train or even sit in the same car, and we take the same route home together. He drives to one of the subway stations here in Quincy and parks his car instead of having to drive all the way into town, find parking, worry about feeding the parking meter, getting towed, this, that, and the other thing, and then traffic, especially traffic getting home. It's just more saner to take public transportation in a lot of the times. So buttons. So yeah, let's call him Jay. So Jay is on the first car, I'm on the second car. And so we're both late at the same time because but we're both texting the boss being like, hey, we're stuck on the T. And that we're still stuck on the T. Hey, boss, we're still stuck on the T. But like I said, that's the first time that's happened since I've moved down here. So it's like I am all the same. I am grateful and blessed for the public transportation. I've never owned a car, And but it get me thinking, like, what would my backup plan be? Would I have to spend $40 on an Uber just to get to work? You know, it's, you know, yeah. Well, I know it's out of my control. I mean, but, you know, boss has got a boss, and boss, you know what I mean? And that's all there is to it, you know. Fairness is theirs to give or to keep. And you know, but usually it works. But I don't have, you know, I've got a backup plan to get home, I guess, you know, in a way. But the commuter train doesn't operate this early in the morning. It doesn't get me all the way to my destination. Commuter blues. I know, huh? Happy hump day. Get over that hump, and it's all downhill after today, especially on a short work week. And I'm blessed and grateful to have a long weekend, a 3-day weekend. I'm blessed and grateful to have a paid holiday, a paid day off. I'm blessed and grateful that, you know, I've got plans, kinda. I mean, my plans are, you know, just making YouTube content. And if anything comes up, it comes up. It would be nice to, you know, be invited to a barbecue, but listen, what am I going to get down to myself? I can't reach. I tried. Oh, okay. So that's Thursday, July 10th through Sunday, July 13th. Oh, shit. It looks like it's at night. Okay, so I have to look into that. I will look into that. Boy. Well, the train is approaching, so we'll wrap up the show here on Hump Day. Happy New Comic Book Day. Happy Hump Day. From here in the commute on the subway, first thing in the morning, first train of the day. Hopefully everything goes our way and we have smooth sailing. As the Queens of the Stone Age sing, smooth sailing from here on out. Wow. Smooth sailing. Okay, here it comes. So, as always, mind the yellow platform line. And here comes the train. All right. Now let's hope that there are no interruptions. Holy shit. Here's the train. All right. Haha. Of course, she doesn't want to sit next to you. Oh well. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Please like and subscribe. I would love to earn your subscription here. We make lots of content, cooking, hockey, spirituality, pop culture, and comic books. We got it all. So many things. The algorithm is so confused and befuddled. You know, this is just a hobby. I really dig it. So you have a wonderful day, and we will see you with more gratitude. Bye.